A dynasty in the making. The Aces, the first team to reach 30 wins in a single season, and they did it in 34 games. A franchise record 93 points per game last season. Fourth team to average 90+. And the third franchise to win consecutive titles, and first since the Sparks in 2001, 2002, going back-to-back. So tonight we have the second game of our doubleheader, Phoenix visiting Las Vegas. But first, the ring ceremony. Look at A'ja Wilson. More bling from Mark Davis. I thought the last ring couldn't be topped, Carolyn.
Yeah, I think the ring from last year, the first year, was 561 black and white diamonds. I can't imagine, and looking at this one, what this one's going to be like.
That is incredible. You see the banner getting raised to the rafters. And
First of all, y'all rich. Can I just be affiliated with you since you got one of them rings? Y'all rich.
If Google wants to know what we were really looking at, it was like Mark Davis. What did he do to get this money?
A replica ring.
But we're going to head back out to Vegas in a moment for the game. But let's talk about the Aces run. It was incredible to watch this team come together last year. We talked about the numbers and all they accomplished. But the adversity, the growth that we saw over time, and the finals performance, losing 2 starters and still winning a series clinching game 4, that's the part I will never forget.
Well, you talk about losing 2 starters in the second half of the season. Remember the first half of the season, they had Candace Parker.
Ooh, child, talk about it.
Okay, so not only did they lose, Chelsea Gray and Kia Stokes at the end of the season, they played that second half of the season without Candace Parker, and for them to pull that off and for them to really, it's the chemistry of this team. They played hard for each other. That's when the bench came into play. Kayla George, Sydney Colson came in and gave huge minutes for the Aces.
I think you heard A'ja Wilson talking about the potential of three-peating and how difficult that was. But it had been 21 years since you had a back-to-back champion as well. And so not just the injuries that they had to deal with, but there's a big old beautiful Aces-shaped target on the back of their backs, right? Like in terms of teams putting their best foot forward. I actually had a chance to call one of their games last year when the Sparks jumped up and did get them in one of their few regular season losses. And so I think the fortitude, the personality of this team, their ability to lose correctly, if I can use that phrase, right? Like they don't get super stuck, but they understand that they need to grow from it. I think in the finals last year, one of my favorite exchanges, and A'ja Wilson is just such a personality, is when she apologized to the fans because she said she didn't play well because her hair wasn't done. And then,
yes.
and then she got her hair done and came ready to play. So I just think there is a joy that they play with and that they enjoy in terms of playing with one another that powers them then to push one another to continue to strive for greatness daily.
And I don't think I recognized all the adversity they had gone through until I watched Aces versus Everybody. That was incredibly done and really told the story. Sometimes you don't know everything that a team is going through. But I want to go back to A'ja Wilson because I was watching her have a conversation. Might have been an oppressor. And she was still mentioning that 4th place MVP vote and that is driving her. How dangerous is it when you win back-to-back and you still got motivation coming into the next season?
Well, you remember Last Dance and how Michael Jordan made up these things in his mind to motivate him? A'ja Wilson has that knack of being able to motivate herself to go to another level. And it's contagious. The rest of the team, after every game, Kelsey Plum and Jackie Young do a workout. Like this team is motivated to win another championship.
And you have to appreciate how they raise the bar for everyone else. And we talked about the other 11 teams in the league in the offseason having to rectify some things to compete.
Man, you got to, if you're going to shoot, you better not miss. Whatever the phrases are, all the ones that apply, the championship goes through Vegas, and they take a ton of pride in that.
Yeah, well, we will be back with more WNBA Countdown after the break, but stick where you are. We've got the second game of our doubleheader, Phoenix at Las Vegas.